kind of follow-up video to something that I made, which was a pizza pie. So a pie made with pizza dough instead of pastry. So I put too much feta in. I still ate it. It was nice. It's just there was a little bit too much feta. However, the other day I made some curd cheese for something else, and I've got some left. I made too much, so I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to actually use the curd cheese in the pizza pie and see how that turns out. Because what I used the curd cheese for, I had the same problem with using too much feta. I should have learned from my mistakes. I didn't. So if the curd cheese worked where the feta cheese failed in that dish, then hopefully it will do the same. So cast iron skillet, well, it's actually a pile pan on the stove, getting hot. Oven's really hot, and I've already got some dough rolled out, which is a bit soft now actually, so probably not going to want to go into the pie just how I want it. No, it's not. Can't use that dough. I'll have to pause the video and roll a bit more dough out. Right, so I've rolled it out and put some more pizza dough into the pan. So we need to be quick because it's starting to cook because the gas is on underneath. So we'll use half of this, so it's about 200 grams of onions, and then, well, I'll put the recipe in the description of what kind of ratios I'm using. So like maybe 3 tablespoons of pasta sauce, pizza sauce, and a couple of medium onions. I'm going to use this for something else, so I don't want to use it all, but I thought while I'm peeling onions and cooking them, I might as well cook them for something else. So that's enough of that. And then we've got some bacon, which I've cooked because it's not going to cook, it's not going to be in the oven long enough to kind of crisp, and it's not going to crisp on top because it's going to have a lid on it. So I need to use something else. Try not to make a mess of my hands. So some cooked bacon, probably about 100 grams worth, I think, something like that, but it's my homemade, so it'll be a little bit different. That's more right there. And then we've got about 300 grams of the curd cheese. So we'll dot this about. Probably going to be a little bit too much. And then we've got some cheap hard Italian cheese, which I don't know what it's. I don't know where it's from or how it defines itself as hard Italian cheese, or hard might be a style. I don't know. But it's probably just a not very mature Parmesan, something like that, or not particularly good quality one that's been rejected before it's probably not been good enough to go through the kind of like selection process before it goes on to Parmesan, Reggiano, and all that kind of stuff, or made with a little bit of different types of milk. You know what I mean? Not just cows, not just buffalo's milk, probably a few different types of things. That's generally how it works. So that's that. That's probably going to be enough. Alright, so I've got my, I do like a bit of pesto on the pizza, so we've got wild garlic pesto. So we'll dot a few bits of that around, and then we'll move it around, and then we'll get a lid on and cook it in the oven. You can see how it's puffing up already, so I need to get cracking. That. Should have done a better job of that. We should have mixed it beforehand, watered it down a little bit. Yeah, so I always think, I'm always a bit disappointed with calzone pizzas. I always kind of think it's a bit of a waste, and I think it's a way of getting, it seems expensive for something that's got like half the filling, if you know what I mean, and it's mostly air, and you have to eat with a knife and fork. So I was like, well, let's just make a pizza pie. That was my thought. That's that. And then we need the grater and the cheese. I could just put the pizza in the oven like this and see how it turns out, but it'll be fine. I just want to make a pizza pie. But it won't be a pizza, I don't know what it is. Got plenty of that kind of cheese. But about 50 grams, something like that. Looks about 50 grams. I'll weigh the cheese afterwards. That's going to fall off the stove. I'm going to quickly need to roll out some more pastry. Get rid of that. It's going to fall on the floor. Right, a little bit of pastry. I'm still here. I'm just rolling out pastry top and judging how much pastry, it's not pastry, dough I need. So maybe that'll be enough, I think. We'll see how we go. Yeah, and I'm rolling it out, I'm not teasing it out with my hands or anything like that. You're supposed to use your hands because it stops the air bubbles from popping in the dough. But I haven't got time for that, and I'm not good enough. Maybe I should practice. That'll do, and then we just want a bit of water. There. So it sticks to the edge. So that on top, like that. Squish that into there, like that, and then it'll need. I don't want it to puff up, so we'll just put a hole in there and a hole in there, and then the air can escape. Well, the steam can escape, and it won't puff up. So, in a hot oven. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. We'll see how we go. I'll put it in and then I'll put it. So, hot oven, hot let it go. That off, and we'll see what it's like in a minute. Right, so the pizza pie is ready. Looks good. It's slightly stuck on the bottom. So, I'm slightly concerned about getting it out of the pan without losing all the filling. So, we'll have to see. I've loosened it, so it might just slide out. Maybe with a little bit of coaxing. There we go. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Just a little bit of stickage there. So maybe the pan should have been hotter than it actually was. Maybe that would have. But I was. Yeah, maybe I should have had the pan hotter. But anyway, let's cut into it and let's have a see. So I'll just move that. Then we get a better idea. Looks better. Looks better. How's that? So we'll do. We should get rid of the pan. We'll get rid of the pan. I've got more room. I'm just torturing myself. So pan back in the oven, out of the way. Just remember that it's in the oven. I need to clean it before I turn the oven on again. So that's better. That's easier. Right. So into quarters. Like that. And then that's not just as sharp as it should be. None of my knives are sharp anymore. There we go, that's alright, that's alright. Feel like proper pizza pie. Yeah, that's alright. I think, let's have a taste of the curd cheese. I'll use the knife. See if it's nice. It'll be nicer than the cheap feta. Yeah, so it's kind of almost a bit mozzarella, almost a little bit. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so not beautiful, but certainly works. Nice crispy, and nice filling. So yeah, that'll be very nice. I think you're not going to be able to eat that with fingers. It's certainly going to be a knife and fork job, but a success, I think. Success, yeah. Any filling you like, it works. Certainly if you make your own pizza dough, pizza pie, and that'll be nice. It's like twice the amount of dough, so it's I'm only going to be able to eat half as much, but it's certainly something nice to have in the fridge for the next day. But yeah, there we go. That works. Nice crispy base. Yeah, that works. Yeah. I'm happy with that. There we go. Pizza pie, or a pie made with pizza dough instead of pastry. whichever you fancy.